Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now let's get started with your September reading. The first week of September, I see you feeling focused, feeling motivated. There's a lot of things that you're trying to accomplish and get done, and you will finally receive the green light that you need. And once you get that green light, you're going to tell yourself, this is the time to go, this is the time to make things happen, and you're going to be very successful. I see victory. I see you feeling very proud of yourself. This is a big accomplishment. This is something that is going to change the course of your life. And the summer was very slow. Everything moved slowly. There was misunderstandings. There was a lot of delays due to Saturn, the planet that brings limitation and restriction, being in the sign of Aries, fire sign. That had a strong impact on you Sagittariuses. And also Mercury, anything connected with travel, with study, anything connected with immigration. Being in retrograde in Leo also brought a lot of issues for you as well and had a strong impact on Sagittariuses. But now that that Saturn leaves the sign of Aries and Mercury is direct, you're going to see that things are going to flow better and you will be able to get a lot more done during that first week. Now, even though we have a full moon eclipse, and especially those Sagittariuses who plan to travel, I don't recommend traveling during an eclipse. Try to get everything done. If you have something scheduled, something planned for the first week of September, the best time to travel would be between the 1st and the 5th, because September 7th is the full moon eclipse in Pisces, and you're going to feel that energy 2-3 days prior and 2-3 days after. It's in a very emotional sign. It's connected with your subconscious minds, with your fear, with everything that you do in where you are just instinctively reacting to something. It's connected with your emotions in Pisces. It's another mutable sign like you are, Sagittarius. So for those of you who are in a relationship who is stable, a relationship that is thriving, the two of you understand each other very well. You're both supporting one another. You're both growing together, okay? You're both evolving. You're both growing. During this eclipse, you're going to feel even more love. Your bond is going to strengthen. Your how you feel about one another is going to get stronger. More love, more affection. Your relationship will be blessed. It can be very intense, very emotional. It can be very almost surreal with that Pisces energy, very spiritual. Your relationship moving into a more spiritual plane. For others, if you have been having issues, if the two of you are not aligned anymore, you don't have the same dreams, you don't support each other, you don't have the same vision for your future, there's problems there. Maybe you met at a time in your life where your life were very similar. You were doing the same thing, you were going to the same school, you had a lot of things in common, but once you grew older and you had different points of view and different things that you wanted to do in life, then that's where the shift changed, and you could still be together because of many reasons why you haven't decided to end this relationship. But for some, this full moon eclipse can bring separation, can bring a breakup, can bring everything that you've been hiding from yourself, hiding from others, can bring it to the surface. So as I said, it's not going to happen out of nowhere. If you don't have any issues in your relationship, then don't worry about it. But if you do, and if you know that that things are just not right, then something could happen during that full moon eclipse in Pisces. Now, the second week, I do see a big change in you, Sagittarius. You are very philosophical. You're always trying to see the bigger picture. You're trying to see the good in others, the good in people. You don't take things too personally at heart. You even have changed the way you live your life. If you were drinking before, or now you have decided to cut that vice out of your life, or the way you take care of your body, how you exercise, how you your daily routines, everything, you're focusing on building strength, or you're focusing on balance, you're focusing on harmony, on temperance. Everything for you has to be, you need to be able to see both sides of any situation, and you're always trying to look at life in a very spiritual, philosophical way. And not everyone has evolved the same way you have, and it's looking at everything the same way. Now the time has come for you to change some people around you, to create some boundaries, because of this desire that you have to be very loving, very empathetic, very spiritual, to understand and feel this connection that we are, all of us are part of, we're just different expressions of one energy. And thinking that we're all connected in some way has made you very empathetic, very loving, very kind. But it has also given a lot of people the chance to continue with their bad habits, and to not take accountability for their bad behavior. And I'm seeing in the third week, especially on the 21st, when we have a new moon eclipse in Virgo, which is another mutable sign, and it's going to impact you as well, being a mutable sign, Sagittarius. That Virgo energy is all about grounding. It's all about your lifestyle. It's all about the way you work and how you provide service and your role in the community, and also how rational you are in terms of relationship, give and take, providing value and not being taken advantage of as well. And I see that you're going to find something out that is going to make you feel angry, upset, disappointed. This has to do with long-term plans that you have. Long-term plans, either with someone you were intending to move in together, travel with this person, open a business with this person. It can be different things for different Sagittariuses. For some, it can be you planning a life, you planning to help this person some way, you plan to do something with someone, and then you will find out that this person actually doesn't want the same thing, that this person's been taking advantage of you, that this person has been saying different things behind your back, and that's going to be very hurtful. That communication, it's happening during an eclipse, and eclipses are always times where things can feel like they're crumbling down, but they're actually just restructuring and rebuilding. You need to look at everything and realize that you can build a solid foundation on lies, on deceit, if the other person is not strong enough, it's not genuine. You are the only person who wants this. This is your dream. This is not someone else's dream. That's what you're going to realize in the third week. And you can plan for yourself, but you can't plan for others. And from the Oracle of Healing, the main message that you will absorb during September, during this eclipse season, is barriers. You need to build some barriers around you, Sagittarius. Yes, you're thinking love and light, and we are all part of the same energy, and you need to love and be understanding and empathetic towards everyone, but not all people have the same level of emotional intelligence, the same level of awareness that you do, and you can allow that negativity to keep dragging you down. And look at the number also. 13 is a very spiritual number. It's also the number 4, which is all about structure. It's all about building something solid, a solid foundation. And if someone has shown you, and is showing you, is proven that they're not someone who you can rely on, they're not someone who is going to be there, they're not someone who has honest intentions, they lie about things and they don't come through, they don't deliver on their promises, it's going to be something hurtful. By the end of the month, I see that you're going to see things in a whole different perspective, Sagittarius. This is going to scar you, not physically, scar you emotionally. It's going to inflict some pain because you truly had everything. You had this long vision about 5-10 years from now what you were going to do, and now you find yourself at a place where that's not going to happen anymore. So a lot of you are going to build this barrier around you, and sometimes you might even feel like giving up. You might feel like you don't have the energy to continue. You might feel like you are the only one putting effort and trying to build something, and throughout this whole time the other person had never the same intention, the same energy as you did. This was a lesson. As I said, it's all about creating barriers. It's all about, think about it as a scanning system. When you have to background check someone to work with you, you have to the same thing emotionally. You can not 100% trust them if they haven't proven, if they haven't earned that trust time and time again. And of course, you can't just build a whole fantasy and an ideal in your head without knowing for a fact that this person wants exactly the same thing as well, and they're looking for the same results, and they're looking for the same thing. But the 9 is all about continuing to pushing forward. Don't give up. Sometimes things have to crumble down in order for you to just collect the pieces and rearrange them in the best way possible for you. This is just an indication that this wasn't the best option, the best thing that was aligned with your soul's journey, with your soul's path. You need to be doing something else, something that is going to bring you more joy, more happiness, and you need to be aligned with different people in your life, with people who can see the value, and they're just as happy and just as excited as you are, and they want to pursue the same thing. They have the same goals in mind, and the two of you can match. The energy can match. It's just a matter of what each person wants. So try not to take everything so personal and so at heart, Sagittarius. This is all going to be a blessing in disguise later. Eclipses always reveal the truth. It can be intense, it can be powerful, it can be hurtful, but at the end, it's going to give you a better lifestyle. It's going to give you more purpose, and it's going to allow people who are going to reciprocate your love, your affection, your understanding. They're going to match your energy. Okay, Sagittarius, this is everything that I see for you for the month of September. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, you can book online on my website on www.goldentruthtarot.com. You can find the link below this video and also in the description box. Thank you so much, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.